you. Mr. Horsford.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you for hosting this hearing, and I appreciate the opportunity for my colleagues and I and our witnesses to publicly examine the extent to which foreign influence money is running rampant in the United States. Yet what is striking is that too often we avoid the most obvious cause. That is the deliberate choices that have been made by this administration to open the floodgates to foreign money and foreign influence. Mr. Weissman, in your written testimony, you highlighted how the Trump-Vance administration is effectively ignoring an 88-year-old law whose sole purpose is to monitor foreign influence and prevent abuse. Yes or no, Mr. Weissman, is ignoring the Foreign Agents Registration Act a serious commitment to stopping foreign influence?
No.
Pam Bondi was confirmed as Attorney General on February 4th, 2025. As one of her first official acts the very next day was to announce minimal enforcement of the Foreign Agents Registration Act and other foreign influence laws. I have her memo here for anyone who doubts that. I think that the American people and Nevadans back in my home state deserve to understand what that decision means for them. So I'll share an example. On January 21st, 2026, President Trump announced a 39% tariff on goods from Switzerland. That tariff later dropped to 15% shortly after Swiss business leaders presented the president with a Rolex watch and a personalized gold bar. This conduct was so egregious that lawmakers in Switzerland have called on their own prosecutors to examine whether these gifts violated Swiss anti-bribery laws. So let's examine this deal to see if the American people got anything resembling the art of the deal. According to the Swiss, they promise to accept 500 tons of U.S. beef, but the U.S. exporting 500 tons of beef will not help Nevada cattle producers. Why? Because just 3 days ago, the Trump administration announced an unprecedented expansion of preferential access for Argentine beef, increasing imports to 100,000 tons. That represents roughly $800 million in Argentine beef exports that could otherwise support American ranchers. And this comes on top of approximately $40 billion in financial support extended to Argentina. To the American people who are watching, your tax dollars that should be used to lower the cost of health care or help our farmers is going to foreign companies. Nevada ranchers see no benefits. Instead, they will need to compete with Argentine beef exports as foreign producers gain preferential access because foreign influence laws are not being enforced. Let me be clear. If this committee is serious about addressing foreign influence, we must focus on who is enforcing the law. Foreign influence is not abstract, and that influence being used on the president means he gets richer while people in Nevada pay the price. That is not how our system should work, and that is why today's hearing is so important, and I look forward to working with the chairman and the ranking member and other members on this committee to make sure that we uphold ourselves to the higher standards, including those embraced in the Foreign Agents Registration Act. With that, I yield back.